This is another episode about doing business abroad. Today we are covering the great country of Japan. The Japanese are conditioned by historical and geographical constraints very different from any other culture. This affects how foreign business people deal with them. They normally negotiate in specialty teams. Be prepared to meet 18 different people in groups of 3 and repeat the same thing 6 times. Westerners are individuals, but the Japanese represent their company, which is part of their group, which in turn represents Japan. Their decisions will eventually be made by consensus. Therefore, no person will stick out individually. They are cautious, skilled in stalling tactics and won't be rushed. Their decisions are long-term, and ask, do we want these people as partners in the future? Do we trust them? Is this the right direction for the company to be heading? They conduct the company's internal affairs in a spirit of harmony and cooperation. They like dealing with people who are clean, well-dressed, not too young, modest, of quiet voice and polite. You must also convince them that you are respectable. Face must not be lost, and their reluctance to say no is well known. If the Japanese do not wish to enter into a deal, they will always be on vacation, ill, or attending a funeral. An example: 2 businessmen met with the president of a leasing company to negotiate a deal. After speaking for half an hour, he terminated his remarks with the price of the rental. The price given was on the high side. The Arab businessman promptly offered him half. The Japanese president did not refute the offer. Instead, he politely excused himself and left the office. The businessman never saw him again. This concludes today's episode on doing business in Japan.